Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of the Wildcat podcast. I'm your host, Easton. I'm joined by Zeke, Alex, Nicole, Logan, and a special guest, Miss Thomas.
You forgot Mr. Clements.
And Mr. Clements.
Thanks, Easton. Like here every single week, and yet now I'm forgotten.
Well, because Miss Thomas is better than me.
Well, Miss Thomas is here.
You got a better.
Thanks, guys.
She's our new producer now.
From what I've heard,
at least she'll upload on time. So.
From what I heard, she dictates whether I graduate or not. So.
That is correct.
So I have to.
I appreciate that.
I didn't actually leave.
So Logan has some questions for you.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First one will be before becoming vice principal, what class did you teach?
The last year that I taught calculus, college algebra, trigonometry, and algebra B. And before I switched to those classes, I also taught some algebra 2 and some geometry. So I did a little bit of everything.
So you were a math teacher before becoming vice
Correct.
principal.
So-
Yes. In the math world. Math nerd if you like, but math genius is what I prefer.
So when you left, you gave algebra B to Mr. Toll.
Yes. And then Mrs. Matthias took over calculus, college algebra, and trig.
She's like.
She's a math genius too.
Yeah. Next one. If you could have one superpower for a week, what would it be and why?
Ooh, well, I would pick. I may have two. I can't decide. This is a problem with me. I have problems making decisions. So, if I had lots of wisdom, infinite wisdom, then it would be easier for me to make decisions. But if I could see into the future, that would also help me make decisions. So,
Wouldn't those two tie in together?
yeah, I think it may be package deal.
When to play the lottery?
When to play the lottery and know the numbers. right?
Exactly. See,
thought he said
that would be
play
something
water.
that could be very beneficial for me.
What is your favorite Halloween movie?
I don't really have one because I don't really watch Halloween movies. I know, call me weird, but if you had a sports movie, I could answer that one. But
What is your favorite Halloween candy?
well, M&Ms, they're just the best candy all around, Halloween or otherwise. 12 months out of the year, M&Ms is the answer.
As I can see that you're. Oh yeah. What is your favorite Halloween song?
I just put the theme from Ghostbusters.
Mr. Moore. I think you guys went together on that one.
Yeah.
He picked that one too?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Well.
we even backed up singed it, and he's
Yeah.
his backup dancer.
We learned a lot about backup singing from Mr. Moore.
Yeah,
Last
good.
2 words.
Good.
And we will learn a lot more as well. Hint, hint. For the future.
What were you for Halloween as a kid?
I don't remember a lot of my costumes. I think that I was a basketball player, probably repeated times. But also, because M&Ms are the best Halloween candy, my mom one year made us costumes so that my sister and I looked like the M&M guys in the commercials, you know, the red one and the yellow one. Yeah, so we had little costumes that looked like the M&M's guys.
Which one are you?
The red one.
The green one's the best.
No.
Okay.
It's clearly the best.
I like the blue one. He was always portrayed as like the bluesy singer type of person. So
Yeah.
You're not a bluesy singer though.
you don't know that.
Okay.
That's all your ego.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Green bean casserole. It's the one that I can make. It's pretty easy. Dump the ingredients, mix it up, bake it, and it's
I
pretty
think
tasty,
someone
too.
who, like my sister, she's not really smart at making food, could probably win it. I'm not talking about Jessica. She's really good at cooking, but like Madison, she's like I think 12 or 11. Could
That-
probably make that.
I wonder
Well,
why.
that's probably why she can't cook
Are you
very
saying
well.
that?
Why?
So-
She's 12 or
My
11.
brother's
Well, my
13 can cook really good.
See, I think she's 11 though. Who's your favorite superhero?
I don't know for sure. Like I watch the superhero movies, but I'm not like a diehard superhero person.
Well, it says Iron Man.
Well, I put Iron Man because I was like, he's kind of like a math guy and likes mathy things and
So does
invents
Doctor
stuff
Strange.
and yeah, but I don't really know him very well. So and Iron Man has really cool cars and like he has a cool house and a cool suit and
You're not.
but I like Captain America too.
Yeah.
Just because
He's cute.
I don't know. Well, sure, but I mean, that always is helpful when picking your favorite superhero. But I don't know. I like the movies, but I'm not like a diehard for a certain superhero.
Are you reading any books?
I'm reading. It's called The Camel Club by David Baldacci, but I'm on like page 17.
Yours
So I
is
don't really
7.
know what is going to happen, other than it's these group of guys that live in Washington, D.C., and That's all I know.
Wow, great. Thanks for the
Well, I'm on
input.
page 17. I don't know that much stuff yet.
Oh, I forgot you're a busy woman. Sorry.
That's right, exactly.
Okay. Do you prefer teaching or being a vice principal?
Well, there are things that with both that I like, and there are things that as a principal I miss about being a teacher, and there are things now as a principal when I can look back and say, yeah, as a teacher I didn't miss that. I didn't have to do that because I was not the principal. Like dealing with you people when you get in trouble. Not that it happens very often, but no. There are things that I like about both. I don't know if I could say what I prefer. I miss being in the classroom and like seeing you guys more regularly and like seeing the same group of kids that come to class every day. So I do miss that. But there's things about being the principal that I like too, as far as helping the school on not just with math stuff, but on a more broad and in a more overarching way. So there's good things about both.
How long have you been a principal?
This is my 3rd year.
Do you regret it?
2 years and 1 quarter, to be exact.
Did you
No,
ask if she regrets it?
No, I don't regret it.
Cause like I've had.
I just said there was good things about being both.
I'm just saying, cause like at Mays, there's their principal. He like had the shot at being a principal and he regretted it completely. Like, he missed teaching like 100%.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah.
What's a funny? This is from Clement. So.
Okay.
What's a funny story from your career as an educator that you could tell us?
Okay, well, I actually thought of 3. Okay, so one year I'm teaching calculus, and the office, they called me down to come pick up something out of the office or whatever. So I go down there, and I'm walking back, and I get to about where Mrs. Weedle's room is, and I'm thinking, what is on fire? Something is burning in the school. And I was like, okay, well, I just certainly hope it's not my classroom. You say those things to yourself because you're like, if it's my classroom, I'm going to be in big trouble if it's caught on fire. You know what I mean? So I walk back down, and the closer I get to my room, the more and more it smells like this burning smell that I'm thinking. So now it's not cookies burning in Mrs. Weedle's oven, but it's something coming from the math hallway. So I walk into my room, and there are some candles lit on a birthday cake. And so it was very nice. The kids that were in my class had made a birthday cake for me, lit the candles, which may or may not be illegal, I don't know, but then something happened. I can't remember how the burning smell happened. I think they were trying to find a way to light the candles because they obviously didn't have like a match or something, or a candle lighter. I don't know what it was. So they used a piece of paper, which in hindsight could have turned out very, very bad, that they used a piece of paper to ignite all of the candles. I don't really know, because I wasn't there, obviously, but it was just funny. It was a nice gesture, but in the back of my mind, I'm going, I could be sued for this. Like, this was not good. So that one was funny. Another time, I left in between classes, it was during passing period or whatever, ran to the office to get something to drink, fill up my water bottle or whatever, but it was not a bottle, it was just a cup, no lid, whatever. So I'm going back down to class, turn the corner, come in my door, and one of the kids was hiding behind the door and jumped out to scare me, scared the living daylights out of me. And so, of course, when I jump, guess what happens to all of the water? All over the front of me. And so I had to go just change into my practice clothes like 3rd hour because all of my teacher clothes were wet. So that was pretty funny. And then I thought of a good one from when I was being the athletic director. It was my first year, and I don't remember who we were playing, but we had just hosted a ball game. I think it was volleyball, but I'm not positive. It was something in the gym, so it had to be either volleyball or basketball. And we get a phone call the next day from this little old lady who was a visitor from the other team. Like, she had come to watch the other team play. And she asks, have you seen my false teeth? Did anybody turn in a set of false teeth? And I was like, what? What? So she said she can't find her false teeth. And for me, I'm going, well, the ball game was last night, and now it's the next day. What has happened to your teeth between last night and now? But she called back a couple days later to say she had found them, so I was glad to hear that.
She found them.
I don't know where she found them, but I was like, nope, have not seen any teeth lying around.
That has to be like some kind of like
Yeah.
health risk or something like that. Like,
I think I'm relieved that I had not found the teeth.
What would you done if you did find them?
I'm not quite sure. I probably would have I don't know. Maybe I would have just thrown them away because it's like, who's going to call and say, hey, I lost my teeth, do you have them? But I don't really know. See, that's where my wisdom would have come in handy, to know how to handle that when you find teeth in the gym.
Oh,
I mean, there's always plastic gloves, and I think that there's got to be some plastic baggies somewhere.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten to the hazmat part and, you know, just to be sure, because you never know.
Just full on
But-
yellow jumpsuit, tongs.
Yes. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, tongs, like treating it like as if it was like uranium or something like that. Something highly, radioactive. There we go. That's the word that I was
Heavy
looking for.
duty respirator.
what?
Or the oxygen tank on the back.
Auction tank.
Oxygen tank.
Oxygen.
There you go.
Yeah. So those were some of the funny ones
Oh, wow.
that we look back on and make me laugh.
Do you ever tell Mr. Moore those stories?
Did you tell him the fire
I
one?
don't know. No.
He'd probably be like, no.
I tried not to tell very many people the fire one, so.
Oh,
I have
wow,
to-
too late now. Here
I
you
know,
go.
it's going to go
How
out to
did
the
they
world
get
now,
on the
but.
list, though? That's the question.
Well, I see, I can't remember if they only had one match, and so they weren't sure how they were going to light all the candles. I can't remember, but it definitely lit the piece of paper on fire, and that's what the burning smell.
And
I don't know
instead
why-
of just
Happy
getting
birthday.
as many lit as
We
possible,
had invited the
then
fire department.
Right, and then using the candles to light the other. Again, I don't remember all the stories. I mean, very nice gesture.
What?
But I'm not
department.
not quite sure the
Happy
follow through was
birthday to you.
fantastic, but that's okay. I appreciate it. The cake was good. So,
what grade were they? Like
well,
sophomore, junior?
seniors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
My
that's all
question,
right.
my question is, why didn't like
Senior
Mr.
thing to do.
Toll or anybody else come outside smell like something burning or not?
I don't know.
Maybe he just didn't
Maybe they
care.
were in on it. I don't know. Maybe they knew that there was going to be a birthday cake.
At least
I
the
don't-
fire alarm didn't get pulled.
Yes. Agreed. Because that would have been really bad.
Especially coming from your room. You'd look-
You know-
Yes, exactly. I did not want to be the one in trouble.
Well, you know, nowadays, what is it? They have like those fire candles fire candles. Those birthday candles that are just like a firework that you just
Oh.
light and
Oh my
just
gosh,
go
it's like
off
light
as a
'em and-
sparkler.
That would
Good
also
thing it
be-
wasn't one of those.
Yes, could also have been very
You
disastrous.
could have got like one of them like electric candles.
That was probably been the safer move. But
Just like has a tiny battery in
I
it.
mean, or just none at all.
Or just give you a cake
I mean, I
without
appreciate
candles.
the cake. Yeah, but the less fire, the better at school. Probably. It's just the better way to go.
He said,
But
thank you, but don't do it ever that.
Don't put my life on the line or my job.
yeah, that was a little bit scary. I waited a while to tell Mr. Nice said about that one because I didn't want to fess up too soon.
You can buy from them. Nope, you're done.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been your fault though.
He's-
True, but where'd the fire start? Well, Miss Thomas's room. That would not have gone over well.
You should get in trouble for not being there and stuff.
He's listening to the podcast right now. Fired.
Probably.
Call
Probably.
Mr. Moore.
Yes. Yeah. But
Next question.
Mhm.
Why Haven?
well, when I was doing I did my student teaching in the fall semester, so I had the spring semester to just look for a job, and so I was working at a nearby school as a secretary, and Haven actually called me. The principal at the time called me and said, "Hey, I heard you're a math teacher." And I said, "Yes," and this is a little bit weird. How do you know me? Because I didn't know them, but it was a roundabout way. The principal that I worked for had been talking to the principal here and said that he knew of a math teacher that didn't have a job yet. So the principal here said, "Hey, we have an opening." So they called to get an interview, and I went to college with a friend who graduated from here, and she had lots of good things to say. So I thought, perfect, I'll give it a try and see. And 12 years later, here I am. It just has been a really good place to work. I enjoy the students. I enjoy the people I work with and the community, and it's been a good place to be.
What comes to mind when I say teamwork?
Makes the dream work.
No.
Okay, it's a little cliche, but it's true. It's true. It takes a good team. It takes a good team to make anything possible. Like, there's not just one person here working on your podcast. You're all doing it. Like, it helps, So, to me, teamwork is an important piece of making any organization successful, whether it's a sports team, whether it's, like, now as the vice principal, I'm in charge of kind of the teacher team. And what we do to help you guys be successful as students, And it's, teamwork, everybody has a role and everybody has a job, and they're not all the same, but they're all important. So just understanding that together, when you're able to work well together, you're able to accomplish more things, which is making the dream work. I knew you'd like that. I knew you'd like that.
Yes, great ending.
Mm-hmm.
Last question. What's the most embarrassing moment of your life?
I don't know if I can say that this is the most embarrassing, but I at least thought of one that was embarrassing. So is that all right?
Yes.
Okay. So I played volleyball when I was in college at Sterling, and every off season, so in the spring, we would have workouts that we'd have to go to every day or whatever. So my junior year, I was excited because on the last day of off-season workouts, I'm like, never again in my life am I going to have to come to one of these off-season workouts. Because when you're a senior and you're done playing, you're just done because you're not coming back the next year. So we had to run a mile and meet our time or whatever on this day, and it was the last day. And so to celebrate, because I'm a super fun person, I thought it'd be really exciting to run through the sprinklers that run the football field. Okay, just to celebrate that I was done ever doing volleyball workouts again. So we're out there, all the volleyball team's out there because we're running around the track. The football guys are practicing at the other end of the field where they're not watering. So there's like a bunch of people out and about, but I still think it's a great idea. I'm going to celebrate, I'm going to run through the sprinklers and just to be fun. I don't know. So I finish my mile, I take off running towards the middle of the field to jump through the sprinklers and to just play in the sprinkler or whatever. Didn't really realize that the sprinkler and the hose were not connected very well, and that there had been water leaking from like the hose onto the field, which had created a huge mud puddle. So of course I didn't know this at the time. I take off sprinting towards there, so I get ready to jump and step in the mud puddle because I'm going to jump through the the arch of the water, like Superman or Iron Man or whatever. And so I go to jump and step in the huge mud puddle and slip and fall and just face plant in the mud puddle. Totally ruined my like superhero flying through the water sprinkler idea, my celebration of ending my workouts. And then I was covered in mud and everybody was there.
Before jumping in the mud, what color was your uniform?
Well, I was just we weren't in uniforms. We were just in like t-shirts and shorts because it was.
Was it white?
I don't remember. It was
Okay, I was
like
gonna say, it
12
wasn't
years
white.
ago.
Like, oh,
The shorts were probably black or blue, but I don't remember.
I'm
what
just imagining you
it was.
running like slow motion movie, like, and then
Yeah, it was going to be really cool. Like a big celebration of surviving
not
off-season workouts, and then I face planted in the mud. So
Is that a tradition over in Sterling, or was it
No, I think
it was
she
something I was gonna. You mean the face planting or the idea of celebrating?
celebrating through the sprinklers?
No, it was just me
Face
being
planting.
really excited. I was never again going to have to run a mile for time
All right.
for volleyball. So I was just, I don't know. It was hot, and I thought it would be fun, and. So
I mean,
no-
like I'm only
note to
asking
self.
because a couple years ago I went to my cousin's college graduation over in Texas, and they have a tradition because they have a river that runs through campus
Mhm.
that every graduate goes in and jumps in the river
Ah,
right after graduation.
interesting.
So they had it's what is it, Texas State University,
Mhm.
and they had like graduations all throughout an entire week, about like every hour or two you had a new graduation class that was going through, so you constantly had people just jumping into the river.
Right. This was not a tradition that I was trying to live up to. I don't know if it became a tradition after I made it so eloquent and sporty, but yeah, that was not one of my finer moments. But
I have a question.
okay,
What do you think about the school being a Gemini 2 school?
I am very excited about the school being a Gemini 2 school. I think it provides us an opportunity to kind of rethink everything that we currently do, what we do well, but what we could also maybe improve to make it better for you guys. So I like the opportunity to just reflect and kind of have some freedom from the State Department to say, maybe there are things we could do better, and what are your ideas? What's going to best, or what's going to best suit the needs of the kids that are at your school, and not just for every school in Kansas. So I like that it's can be specific to us and what's important to us. But it's also a little bit scary and overwhelming. Change can be like that, and so it'll take some time to get everything kind of put in place that we're thinking about. But I think overall, the excitement of the possibility of just getting better and providing a school that is enjoyable for you guys and it helps you be ready to go be successful once you graduate, then that's what excites me the most about it.
And speaking of, it happened a while ago, but how did you think Make a Difference Day went?
I like Make a Difference Day. I like the opportunity that you guys can get out of the classroom and do something that helps the community and the school and the surrounding communities. So I like the idea of you guys being involved and being able to give back to the school and to the community and help some people that have a role in our community, and for us to be involved and have those ties with everybody is a good thing, and it's I think it's a good experience for you as students and just as for the school overall.
All right, so that sounds like it's all the questions we have. You can head on out if you want to. If you want to stay for the rest, you
Or
can.
you can stay with us. I mean, like we're gonna keep on recording. I think we still have plenty of time.
Unless you got stuff to do because you're a busy woman.
I am.
It's a little
I'm probably going to go get some lunch. I'll just be quite honest with you, though.
That's fine.
Hey,
It smells so good.
I say,
I think it's pizza day today, so
Yeah.
I'm a fan of pizza day.
I say it's fine if you bail on us now. Mr. Moore did the same thing.
No, I think he stayed for the whole thing.
He stayed-
Mr. Moore stayed for the entire thing.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Because he even
it's
said
We
the
had-
outro with us.
We had that one episode where we had Mrs. Cooprider come in for a second and then come out and then we,
Yes. Oh,
So
So I at least beat her time.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters. I'm teasing. All right, thank you guys. It's been fun to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm the only one clapping.
Your phone just fell out of your pocket. You need to.
Stop clapping.
That was Miss Thomas. Say goodbye, Miss Thomas.
Goodbye.
She said goodbye.
Happy Friday.
And happy Friday. Now that that's over, we did this a little postponed, but Zeke, what's your fact of the week?
In the average lifetime, a person will walk the equivalent of 5 times around the equator.
Ooh,
Oof.
neat.
Not me, though. I don't think I can walk that much.
He stays inside too much. You also ride a little.
Stay inside too much.
For this last part, we have a little bit of a news segment. We're going to be doing BuzzFeed quizzes.
And I've got the questions.
Oh, you do? Oh, you got
Yes.
one up. All right.
Yep.
Now, what is this quiz?
All right. So the quiz here, Alex, no cheating. The quiz here is: do you know which restaurants these slogans belong to?
Oh.
Put your fast food knowledge to the test.
I should destroy this test.
I was gonna say, Alex.
I'm loving it, McDonald's.
I know,
That was the first question.
Was it really?
I was gonna say Hog Wild.
So
No,
okay.
this is national stuff.
So yes. So for the first one, since Easton ruined it already, is I'm loving it. And
Burger King.
And I will give you guys.
No, stop.
And I will give you guys the slogan and some possible restaurants that it belongs to.
See, I
if you
feel
get
like-
it right, I will figure out a sound effect to put in there.
I feel like
think
this
it-
may be a wee bit difficult because there's some fast food companies that don't have a slogan.
Yeah.
Or don't exist here in the state of Kansas.
Yeah,
Or some that
like In-N-Out.
that are that have
In-N-Out's
two of them,
good.
or that like one slogan belongs to two companies.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that happened.
All right. Other than the first one that I somehow got right magically, I swear this isn't scripted.
All right.
Zeke,
So
can you turn the script to page 3?
okay, question. This one says finger licking good.
KFC.
KFC.
That's not one of them. Yeah, it is. I'm joking.
No, just let Alex answer all these questions and see if he can get them right.
All right, here we go. Were the foods the star?
What are the options?
So we have In-N-Out.
Hardee's. It's Hardee's.
We have In-N-Out, Whataburger, Hardee's, and Carl's Jr.
It's
Hardee's.
Oh,
Ooh,
Carl's
wait,
Jr.
no.
I don't know.
I'm going with Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. Anybody else?
Carl's Jr.
Cars.
I'm gonna go Hardee's. Cause
Let's see who's right.
It was Logan.
Ooh.
Hardee's.
See, isn't Carl Jr.'s and Hardee's like the same, basically
are.
the same thing?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yes.
All right. Here's one. Think outside the bun. This is Wendy's, Taco Bell, Five Guys, and Burger King.
Oh yeah, because
Five
it's
Guys.
totally Taco Bell.
Yeah, everything else is they're all burger places.
See, I never hear their
Five Guys.
slogans.
Burger
Five
King?
Guys.
No, I don't. Five Guys.
It's like, I
I'm
wonder
going
what
Five
Burger
Guys.
King sells.
I'm going
I
Five
don't
Guys.
think. I don't
It's
know.
Taco Bell.
No. No.
He got it right, guys.
All right.
What was it?
Huh?
What was it?
It was Taco Bell.
Think outside the bun?
Yeah.
It's Taco Bell.
Think outside
What?
the bell?
What
Isn't it
about
like think
buns
outside the
then?
bell?
Think outside the bun.
No, it's not Taco Bell.
That is Taco Bell.
No. No.
What?
Yes, that was their slogan for a while.
But they're
Now-
tacos.
Now, yeah. Think outside the bun. No bun.
I'm gonna beat them.
All right. Next one. We don't make it until you order it. There's Jack in the Box,
Not
Arby's,
Wendy-
Sonic, and Chick-fil-A.
Not McDonald's, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Chicken.
Sonic?
That's, it's
Chick-fil-A.
not.
Probably, I think Sonic. I think
Sonic.
because
What
Sonic.
were the options?
So Jack in the Box, Arby's, Sonic, and
I'm going
Chick-fil-A.
Jack in the Box.
Not Arby's.
That sounds
Chick-fil-A.
Sonic.
like they would be. It would be them.
Sonic.
So we're saying
I'm saying-
Jack in the Box,
I'm saying Jack in
everything
the Box.
except for Arby's, basically.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Arby's is
Okay,
yeah.
Arby's.
Sonic.
No, I know their slogan.
All right. We've got the meats. That's what that.
Oh,
Um,
thanks.
Yeah.
All right. It is. What'd you say, Easton?
I said Jack in the Box.
And you are correct.
Yes.
That's
I don't even know if they serve there.
Food.
It's gross.
No.
Food, the kind that you eat.
All right.
Next.
Food that you want to throw away.
Toasty. This is Blimpie, Subway, Quiznos. or
Quiznos.
Arby's.
Quiznos.
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 Correct. Quiznos.
Because
Never been there, but
Subway is. What's Subway's?
Eat fresh.
Eat fresh. Who's fresh?
Me.
All right. So that's what we have for. Do you know these restaurant slogans?
Is that really all of them?
Yes.
what's our grade? Is it like, do you really know it or?
Whenever I think BuzzFeed quizzes, I think,
The
Stupid ones.
stupidest ones.
yeah.
What kind of gummy bear flavor are you?
Here's a good one. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Now, Mr. Clements, you will be answering this one, so we know what gummy bear flavor you are.
It's like what gummy bear
In
flavor are you?
future
And we'll
iterations,
tell you what your
if I can
favorite
find,
is.
if I get one like that, that one was just at the top of the quizzes list here. But if I get one like that, we'll have like everybody vote on, and we'll do the most popular answer.
All right.
But I guess I'm answering this one.
Ah.
We'll guess your age correctly if you choose 10 places to travel to.
Okay.
Paris or London?
Who's been to
I'm leaning towards Paris, just because of the Eiffel Tower.
Grand Canyon or
Machu Picchu.
Are those the two choices?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been to Machu Picchu. I've only flown over the Grand Canyon.
So-
Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
New York or Chicago?
Fuego.
Been to New York, so I'd say Chicago. Or no, sorry, other way around. Been to Chicago, I would say New
I think
York.
you can click it on you. Yeah. There you go.
Berlin or Amsterdam?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say Amsterdam.
Dubai or Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Santorino or
Santorini.
okay, same thing. Amalfi Coast.
The Amalfi Coast.
I don't know any of those places, but I like coastline, so.
Well, they're both coasts.
Oh.
Matter of fact, they actually look sort of like the same picture.
I know.
Yeah, let me
It's
see.
the same place.
Let me see. You know what? We'll just go with the right one, the Amalfi Coast. I'm a flea.
I'm a flea.
I live in a dog.
Barcelona or Rome?
Oh, Rome. I've got to go and meet the Pope.
Norway or Switzerland?
Switzerland.
San Francisco or Los Angeles?
It's a truffle.
L.A. L.A. all the way, baby.
Thailand or China?
I'd like to go and see Beijing, so China.
32
Censored.
years old.
You got
That is
32.
close.
What'd you what?
Can I answer it?
What'd you say?
I want to answer it. See if it.
I mean, like I'm about to be 32 next Friday.
Tell us your favorite female characters from these popular shows, and we'll guess if you like waffles or pancakes. If you were a Great Lake, which one would you be? I'm doing Great Lake. I'm doing the Great Lake here.
All right.
Who wants to answer this?
Me.
How about we take a vote, and so like everybody answers it, but the one that got the most answers will use
All
it
right.
as official.
Pick a water activity: boating, kayaking, surfing, swimming, or tubing.
Tubing.
Tubing?
Tubing.
Tubing? All right, we're doing tubing. We're going tubing. Pick some water: sparkling, vitamin, wild berry, lemon, or regular.
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 Oh.
Regular. Pick someone to spend the day with: my mom, my sibling, my pet, my best friend, my cousin.
Best friend.
Best friend.
Best friend. Pick a celebrity to spend the day with: Justin Bieber, Zendaya, Chris Pratt, Blake Lively, or Ellen DeGeneres.
Pratt.
The
Chris
above.
Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I would too. Justin Bieber. Pick something you wish you had: a yacht, a cottage, a jet ski, a jet, more money.
More
More
money.
money.
More
All
money.
of the above.
Well, if you get more money, you can get all the above. Pick a snack: fruit kebabs, mini sandwiches, Cheez-Its, almonds, or potato chips.
Cheez-It.
Potato-
Cheez-Its.
Ew, I hate cheese.
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its.
Pick a shade of blue. Here's these shades of blue. I don't know why this matters.
The one in the top middle.
Get out of
Top
here.
left.
So,
Bottom,
Bottom
left.
left.
Bottom left.
What?
Bottom
You're
left.
the,
which shade of blue?
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Top left.
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Bottom left.
Top
bottom
left.
right.
Stop.
Bottom right.
Bottom left.
Top middle.
Fuck.
Really?
Lake Erie.
What is that? I don't even.
What was
You're a
Lake
bit
Erie?
shy at first, but your friends know you as someone who's very outgoing and always up for adventure.
Man, we border Ohio.
I went there. I don't know what's so wrong. What's so bad about
a
it?
lot?
Ew.
Why? Pretend to be a
got
celebrity.
Pretend to be so over here.
That's called Halloween,
Hey,
which
I got
passed
one.
already.
Pick some numbers and we'll tell you which one.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What is this now?
Pick some numbers and we'll tell you which one of Shrek's toes you are.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
2.
4.
4.
4.
Go for.
4. 18, 69, 420, or 1.
69.
69.
69.
Staying
1.
out of this.
1. Choose a number. 100, 500, 1,300.
That's a 50.
That's a 50.
What's the difference?
50.
I rounded.
50.
50.
You should do this one.
Choose a number. 0,
Infinity.
2,837, 2008, or infinity.
2008.
2008.
Infinity.
Infinity. The host overrules everybody.
Yeah, but we didn't even have the girls vote.
Too late.
What?
Choose a number.
9,
89,
17,
17, or 13.
It's a 7, not a 17.
Shut up. I said
7.
7's the luckiest number.
7.
You got,
got the
pinky,
pinky
toe.
toe.
We are pinky toes.
Oh my goodness.
You might
All
be
right.
the
What I
smallest and the
watched-
least intimidating of the bunch, but you have a lot of power. You seem very soft, but you are quite reserved when it comes to personal topics. You don't want to bother anyone with your problems, but you gotta let it go. I promise it will help.
Okay, we have one more before we're going to wrap this up. What is it, Logan?
Which member of Queen are you?
All right, what's the question?
Freddie Mercury.
I was gonna say choose an album cover. There's 6 of them.
Top left.
Top left.
Blah.
Top left.
I'm sorry, Easton.
No, I'm the host. I overrule everything.
Right.
Blasphemy.
What decade had the best music scene? The 60s, 70s, 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and the current decade.
70s.
This is for him now. This is for
Okay, 70s.
Clamote.
70s.
Okay, choose. Oh, this is Freddie Mercury. Choose an iconic Freddie Mercury look.
It's definitely the one with the white pants and the white tank.
Why?
Come on. Phil!
Oh my god.
I'm just going to edit that out.
Which music genre is totally underrated?
Genre?
Genre, yeah, same thing.
Under
Bluegrass,
or over?
new wave, dubstep, jazz.
Wait, which music genre is what?
Unrated.
Oh, it's
Underrated.
unrated. And so we have reggae, bluegrass, new wave, bachata, dubstep, and jazz. I'd say jazz.
We're gonna
I'd
put
say
dubstep.
bluegrass.
Okay. Okay, who had the best verse in Under Pressure? David Bowie, and Freddie Mercury.
Or Freddie.
Oh, man.
Knowing you, I'm surprised you haven't said Freddie Mercury already.
I'm just gonna put "We Will Rock You." I'm finishing this for you. You are got Freddie Mercury.
All right.
And that was the 5th episode of the Wildcat podcast. Here's Zeke with the outro.
Goodbye.